I hope you can hear Aretha in the background. I'm just doing a mortgage review, so I'm just going to across old bits of paperwork, and there you go. Good vibes only, it's part of our office. Right. How about the time I had a planning enforcement notice? Well, what it really was you're running a business. You're running a business where you're not going to spend a lot of money on anything that's unnecessary until it becomes necessary. So it's called bootstrapping. It's, in my opinion, the best way to run a business. So we started out, as you probably know, kitchen table start-up in my own house. We were there for years working. It got very, very busy by the end. We then moved into a 4-bedroom house that I owned. So we were like spread out in this pretty lovely house that's now worth like well over 650. You know, it was just nuts. It was like I was sacrificing about $3,500 a month rent just to be in this house, and I was like, no, that's crazy. So I then moved us to a 2-bedroom flat that I owned, and at one, I mean, we were everywhere. We were in the kitchen, the living room, the 2 bedrooms. We weren't working in the hallway, but do you know what I mean? We were pretty full. Anyway, the council got wind of it quite correctly and were like, guys, this is a residential flat. You can't work here. And I was like, I know, but I'm trying to find an office. You can't serve us, and you just can't work here. So we chatted for a while, and to be fair, they were really decent. They were like, we know it's really hard for small businesses to find offices, which actually is. But eventually they served me an enforcement notice to say, oi, move. So we did. This is our current office. This is the downstairs. It's a bit messy. It's a bit messy over there because I'm going through a mortgage review right now. And I bought a fantastic office in the Paintworks. And come on upstairs, I'll just show you it. But council were really decent, I have to say. Oh look, let me show you the other one. Wake up, kick ass, repeat. And this is what happens when you leave mentoring clients, friends of mine, in the house on your own, and aren't they lovely? And then upstairs, we've just actually, this is now where we do all our education, and isn't this nice? So we also use this for servitor offices in the week. So it ended up great, but you are going to go through some little bumps where your agenda, i.e. to save money and to not spend stuff on overhead when you're still growing your business, and for example, the regulation people, the council's agenda, are going to clash a little bit. So as long as you talk to them, as long as you explain, look, I am trying, however, right now actually I could afford it, but it kind of just pushed me into buying an office, and I'm kind of really grateful for it. But yeah, a sticky moment when they said, we're going to give you an enforcement notice because there's absolutely loads of you working in a 2-bed flat. It's all part of being an entrepreneur, in my opinion. Here, look, here, also the deeds of my first HMO, and I don't know if you can see how gorgeous is that. Can you see it? 1920, and then another mortgage for 1921, and I think the mortgage is for £225. Oh, it's now worth like well over £1/3 Right, just reminiscence today. It's Sunday. I'm doing a mortgage review, and I'd rather talk to you guys than do a mortgage review, actually. See you soon. Bye.